legend has it is he invented the quad stream in his garage with a hand-turned power generator, kind of a Jekyll and Hyde type character.
Missing some details.
I hear you got some gerbils involved too, right?
Gerbils,
For auxiliary power.
Yeah, auxiliary power. But yeah, runs the quad stream. If you ever seen a quad stream, odds are there's a
there's like
82% chance it was him.
Taizai always kills it with the quad, and we will have that quad at port priority. I love that has become such a mainstay, because the number of times like I've been in a Discord chat and people are like, oh, this person's on the quad. Oh, now this person's on the quad. And that's just something that you don't get with a normal, just 2 games played at once on 2 different streams, because there's just so many more opportunities for those mid-level players to shine.
Yeah, and it's also just funny as a commentator, because you're just like, who do I talk about?
I love the quad. That is my jam.
And now we're going into the ultimate zoner versus anti-zoner kind of matchup here with Duck Hunt versus Falco, the ultimate trap character, and probably the best. Oh, like, what the hell was that?
He just activated his trap card on that one.
Yeah, give me my trap card. That was so sick.
That's Embo for you. We're talking about, like, Ludo he's playing the anti-trap character, that frame 1 reflector, those really terrifying up-close buttons with the combo game. But Embo finds a way to make it work. I don't know about that down smash. I think up tilt up air was a kill confirm in that situation. But either way, Ludo using what he knew in that situation. Unfortunately for him, Embo
getting raw back air.
Yeah.
Turns out back air in this game is pretty good for most of the cast, and while Duck Hunt's is not like amazing, it's good enough to kill from that place on the stage.
Speaking of back airs.
Speaking of back airs.
Both of those back airs, I bet you could say, are pretty nice.
Yeah.
All right, that's my one. I'm done.
Yeah.
Man, this has been a pretty aggressive game this whole time, which I guess is not a surprise. Ludo is forcing Embo to box, so it's really a matter of how can he get his setups quickly in this rush down nightmare of a scenario, and my goodness, is he finding a way.
Oh, that down tilt, pretty nasty at ledge.
Yeah, waiting a little bit too long. That down tilt relatively safe. Embo choosing not to punish it. Hits the gunman, and it extended the hitbox.
Yeah, I was about to say, I thought that was Ludo for a second getting sent out, but it pulled that hitbox in and was actually able to clip Embo.
Yeah, the landing hitbox of forward air does have a pretty big back hitbox as well. If you're not ready, that might kill. No.
Not quite.
A little too stale, but the up air. Oh my goodness, Ludo. He always finds those up airs.
Yeah, really aggressive in the corner there. Was that? I couldn't tell if that was off the side, like off the side blast zone.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I don't think it mattered either way. He was going into the blast zone no matter where he held. One thing about Falco's double jump is not only is it super high, it's super fast. Like the number of times I've just double jump up aired someone in bracket and they just don't react in time to air dodge. It's a crazy burst option if you're not ready for it.
Like that, yeah. You just pop right up there. Just barely missing that up smash.
I think going for the instant aerial phantasm there was Ludo, but Embo in the air himself, so not able to get much out of it, but great down tilt.
Covering just everything. Like, where do you go there? You got a can up top, you got gunman on the side, and then you got Embo just waiting there for whatever option you select.
Forward throw. You don't see that a lot from Falco. However, one of the few throws that you can't just DI out of, so I understand. There's the option, up smash, yeah. Ooh.
Down smash gonna take it. That was gonna be real rough. Really rough to come back. Duck Hunt definitely, you know, a slow and steady wins the race type character, not really someone to come back usually from 0 to like 150%.
Yeah, absolutely. Though that was quite the call out from Ludo to go for that down smash there. Pretty brave. He had to be confident about that because if he whiffs, you know you're gonna get punished hard.
He's probably thinking risk reward. He's like, I'm at 0. So yeah, if I miss, then Embo, I'm taking 50. But you know what? I'll take the 50 and risk just ending it right here, right now.
Yeah, he's going to get his opener combo at some point anyway. Might as well do it when it can really count. However, going into game number 2 on small battlefield, that's interesting. Because you'd think Embo would want space to run away, but
Yeah, and small battlefield a little bit smaller. Maybe something about the platform layout here and just certain setups. I'm not sure. Lots of kills off the top, and the blast zone on the top here is decently favorable if you're trying to get kills off the top.
Maybe for ledge trapping. And it's working out pretty well. Because one thing about small stages with Falco is if he recovers high, he has so much end lag on his high recovery options that on a small stage, you can kind of just run and go get him.
Right. Just tossing him off the stage. Uh-oh,
we're
this is in
fine.
trouble. Yeah, I mean,
nope.
Oh, not quite able to secure the stock there.
This is looking real scary for Ludo. Can he?
Ooh.
Oh, that was scary. What's your ledge trap option? The up smash.
This is the confirm. That,
no.
I shouldn't have spoken. I spoke too soon. I assumed off of the clay pigeon that was an actual true back air, but I guess not.
Yeah, usually it is. Maybe Ludo just held up.
Oh, get called out with the can.
If you hold up there, you can increase your knockback, send himself a little higher so Embo goes for the RAR bear, and if you're on the short hop macro, you're not going to connect in that situation. Yeah, Ludo kind of has to go for this stuff. I respect that. Parry, okay, but now you're taking all this damage.
Jesus.
He can't get out of the corner.
Yeah, just so much pressure being put on, and this is more damage going to get stacked on here.
Embo has had enough of this.
Still alive, but just going to float on down right into that up smash.
Yeah, Embo really did take the training rates off when he dropped that jacket. My goodness, my man in his Goku era right now. The 50 pounds is coming off.
Oh, the drag down fair. Clean 50%.
Ludo likes to cash out on that combo early. I've noticed the up air into Nair, send him into the corner, which is kind of a Ludo Falco staple. He likes corner carry combos over max damage combos.
Yeah, it's interesting because, I mean, and then he was able to convert a lot more damage on top just when he was in disadvantage, when Embo was in disadvantage there. So maybe that's his thought process, but yeah, because that combo only does like, what, it's like 45 or 50%?
I think it's like closer to like 35.
35?
As opposed to trying to get like 3 up airs, which will do like low 40s. But you don't get as much corner carry, but in exchange you get more juggle. So, you know, there's a lot to think about in that situation. That's one thing that's cool to watch different Falcos, because he's such an expressive character with that combo game, because there's no right or wrong answer.
Right. Ooh, I'm just realizing that he was just dead.
Yeah, it is.
And also, he was probably just dead anyways, because 165. Falco, more of a comeback character maybe than Duck Hunt, but not, I don't know. He'll get his one opening and blow you up for a lot of percent, but then kind of will struggle to kill once you're outside of that combo range, just like looking for, you know, the back air, looking for, I mean, Ludo's been finding these down smashes. That's one thing he's been able to do.
Down smashes and down tilts earlier in the bracket as well. He's so good at finding those openings. Man, Jordan in the chat flaming me, telling me that Falco's not expressive. Bro, come on. Why you gotta do me like that?
Hey, well, you know, Melee Falco, real expressive.
Yeah.
I was expressed all over in the Melee bracket earlier. I had some expression happening all over me.
And Jordan
some real
here.
expression.
All right, want to know what your expression looks like, Jordan, with your jares? Ooh, so expressive. I wonder what the Roy will do in neutral. What's that?
Yeah,
that's
my
crazy.
man's talking about express. Jeez. Oh man, side B at ledge.
He'll never expect down tilt fishing for a trip. You know what? Let me really throw him off guard. I'll do 2 hits of side B and hope that he air dodges in. It's crazy.
Yeah, let's keep roasting Roy. Any other Roy players in the chat we can roast?
I played a Roy in bracket today.
Nah, Roy is cool though. There's some cool expression stuff because there's some weak hit, strong hit stuff with his aerials that actually can do some really cool stuff.
You see,
yeah, fair just cleaning that up though.
Hey Jordan, you see that drop down fair? That's what we call expression. Ludo is expressing that he was better than you and that you need to hold that. See IDJ? Oh, he went for a reset instead of cashing out on this combo. You can do a drag down nair in that situation. Man, Embo's getting expressed all over right now.
Yeah. All right, this is going to be... Oh, you know, I want to know, like, Ludo clearly has some... I don't know if it's DI or if you have to SDI the multi-hit of the clay pigeon, but he's getting out of these clay pigeons.
Yeah, Ludo knows something that the rest of the world does not.
Seriously, though, like, I don't see anyone get out of those clay pigeon confirms, but Ludo is doing it. I don't know how.
Did you see that hard call-out up smash from Ludo? That was insane. That move does not hit on the ground. Embo had to be in the air there for that to work. That's crazy.
I think that's part of why the Ludo Falco works, is because Ludo's Falco makes these call-outs with smash attacks that are pretty committal, and like it's not good if you miss them, but he doesn't really miss them very often.
Yeah, he covers one of the weaknesses of Falco, which is killing in those awkward neutral situations where they're not in the percent window for the combos you're looking for, or they're playing around that back air, whatever it is, the combo starter with the up tilt. Like, we have not seen a lot of up tilts connect from Ludo, considering what character he's playing.
Yeah, now that you mention it, it's like so many Falcos, it's like they go for up tilt. It's like they feel it's like a drug. They need it.
Well, the risk reward, like, you might as well go for it, because realistically, you're not hitting anything else anyway.
And that's part of, I guess, what makes the Ludo Falco a little bit different is that he just, and when he goes for the up tilt, he gets hit, blown up.
He's learned his lesson. No more up tilt.
Ooh, nice. The zone control with the lasers and the sheet and the reflector have just been really strong. Playing at this kind of, I don't know what that was, but so far this game, there's been a lot of this mid short range play where he's just kind of throwing out his shield.
Drag down fair, kill confirm. You love to see it. Man, Ludo's got the tech. It's not that that's like super hard to do, but it's something you have to practice and really be confident in to do in bracket. Because there's also a pivot on that up tilt.
And it's one of those things where it's like, if you're not consistently hitting that, you're not getting far in bracket with the character, because that's just how you're closing out the stocks.
Exactly. You have to be able to do those drag down fairs, those pivot up tilt back airs, such a integral part of the character. And Jordan, you trying to say that's not expressive? If that's not skill expression, I don't know what is.
Yo, what's up, our fellow PNW Oregonian? I believe they're from Oregon. We love all of our out-of-state chatters.
Yeah, we do. Like I love chatting with the homies, but it's also really cool when I see people in the chat here that I don't recognize or that are very clearly out of region coming in, supporting our locals. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's from Oregon. Ooh, you came in at a good time too. Are you seeing this duck hunt dog?
Duck hunt.
Rifax is from Maryland. Wow, it is late for you. Respect.
Yeah, holy crap. But then again, you know, gamers are degenerates.
Yeah, welcome to the Degenerate Club.
Exactly.
It's good to have you. Okay, first stock going to Embo. Also, counter picking to Battlefield.
I mean, because like, yes, obviously Ludo's got the kind of the Falco ladders similar to Mario ladders, but there's so many setups you can do with Duck Hunt on the platforms with Can, with Gunman and stuff. So like, definitely a lot of options for both characters. But Embo just opting to just double nair, just use his aerials.
This is twice in a row now with Embo's counter picks. We've been a little unsure at the start, but he has proven us wrong. I mean, normally you never take any Falco to Battlefield, and honestly, I have seen way too many Ludo combos with Mario on Battlefield, so I know he's got those pillar combos. So honestly, mad respect to Embo for the confidence to go for this.
Popping out, well, not pop, still getting hit by the clay pigeon, but avoiding the follow-up. That has been one thing that Ludo has just been able to survive a bit longer than the average player. I feel like a lot of us are for sure getting hit by those clay pigeon confirms, but has made it more of a non-issue even when he does get clipped by them.
Yeah, absolutely. And now Ludo has gotten himself into a much better situation, getting that raw back air, reading Embo's landing. Unfortunately,
Getting shot by the gunman.
yeah, he's been a little off on his timing with that gunman sometimes. I think just, you know, too many things in the mental stack. It's so easy to forget exactly when that's going to go, and Embo has been capitalizing.
Yeah, and it's tough to remember, you know, each gunman has a different projectile, like everything, like type, hit, like how hard does it hit, when does it hit, all these like little variables to remember. Nice spot dodge. Gonna lead to a decent little conversion here.
Ooh, almost got the drag down off of that. That might have, probably wouldn't have killed, but it would have been real scary, that's for sure. Embo getting another lease on life off of that one, but he does have a full stock advantage, so Ludo needs to make something happen. Okay, jumping over the plate. I like that jump over the clay pigeon with the approaching down air. Keeps Embo from following it up to try to get those kill confirms, because he does love to do that. He'll approach behind the clay pigeon, because if it hits you, in theory, he kills. However, that aerial phantasm, just enough end, or excuse me, just little enough end lag that you are able to confirm off of the back air. If he's on the ground, he can't.
That's, I was about to say, it's really scary that he's kind of in these off-stage situations where I didn't even realize that it was that good of a consistent confirm, like to get the back air off of. Not gonna matter. Embo's gonna clean that up. Look at that smirk.
Yeah, good
Just
stuff.
nodding there.
My man took Falco to battlefield and won. Well played to Embo, but now Ludo's got that counter pick advantage for Game 5, so let's see what he's gonna do with it. I think both of these guys maybe getting a little bit chilly. I'm getting a little bit chilly out here as well.
You know, it's a little chilling in here.
Oh, Embo's icing him out.
Icing. Yeah, what was the controversial? I can't remember who it was. It was at Summit with Light and someone else. What was, you know?
I mean,
there was a controversial
I
icing thing.
think it was one of the Japanese players, right?
Yeah, I can't remember who the players were, but it was only what?
Proto
Oh yeah, it was only like, it was actually like 5 minutes or something.
Yeah, it like,
apparently
5 minutes feels like forever, right?
Apparently that used to be a thing that I want to say it was Wizrobe
Yeah,
would do, and
Wizrobe
Melee was like notorious for that.
There's a really funny clip of, I forget which player it was, but Wizrobe was actively icing him out. So he was like pantomime exaggerating, like Wizrobe taking 2 years to open the water bottle. And Wizrobe has no idea. He's like, he's way too busy in his icing routine to even notice that he's being taunted.
I've had to personally escort Wizrobe around a venue before because bro just gets lost and just like doesn't know, like, oh, it's time to play.
It's like, I'm god tier at this game, but I can't remember how to walk up to a stage and play the game.
That is so funny. I love like his little routines between games. So clean his glasses for 2 minutes. He's got his whole case thing set up.
Oh, does he? Oh man, I haven't seen that guy. Like, I don't actually know how active or like what that guy's up to, as far as, because I know he plays like all. Last time I saw him, he was like playing all the Smash games at SmashCon, doing well.
Yeah, I was at what event was it? There was a regional in Madison, Wisconsin recently. And Wizrobe, like, only entered Ultimate. It was so bizarre.
That is... Who does he even play in Ultimate?
I have no idea. Man didn't make it to stream.
I was... Dang. Ooh, I love the ping pong combos that Embo has just got down pat. Just being able to hit into the can, knowing where the can trajectory is going to send his opponent, and just be able to confirm off of that. And candidly, if you're going to play Duck Hunt, that's really what you need to be able to do, because then you're stacking on serious damage.
Yeah.
But if you're not doing that, then why are you playing this character? It's rough.
Once again, it is interesting to see Ludo leaning on the Mario in these moments. I don't know if we're calling it the Proto Banham strat or what, but whatever the case, it worked well for him in the last set, but now this is Lunar's Finals against Embo, who is certainly well practiced in this matchup, and man, that killed.
Yeah. And only 60%. Definitely has some ground to make up here. And now, with the lead, can just play a really kind of comfortable, reserved style. Not that Embo is one of the, you know, not a particularly timeout. I don't know if I've ever seen Embo in a timeout situation before.
Yeah, I don't think Embo really like fishes for timeout, but he has had some pretty long games, such as against JDV in this exact bracket.
Right.
Like we saw some moments where it was very clear that the clock was driving the game.
Oh, sure. They were both like aware of it and just,
Yeah. Like eventually someone has to hold forward because they're running out of time. And right now it looks like it may be Ludo running out of time. I think trying to blow up that can with the fireball. I'm pretty sure on contact, since this is an explosive and a fire move, it will just blow up, right?
I believe so. That up smash just not even clipping shield there. And it looked like he was in, they were like stacked on top of each other. That was a really weird, like they were kind of inside of each other. It was like, it wasn't clear who was getting, if Mario's grab was gonna connect. Getting the back throw there to at least secure that stock, but then Embo just taking it right back. Basically an entire stock up, only a little bit of percent tacked on here.
Yeah, this is looking real scary for Ludo. However, I have seen many explosive combos from this man in the corner. He's also got the temporary tri-plat setup of this stage, so do not count him out. Even that F smash, that might have killed right there if Embo was slightly misspaced, but Embo's just playing around his options so well, he's not letting this get away from him. Ooh, combos can't DI out of that one.
Yeah, just gonna be able to tack on that little bit of extra damage with the Nair afterwards. Kind of comfortable here playing from the corner, honestly. Duck Hunt, not the worst character. If you don't have stage control, you can kind of set up your little base and be like, all right, that's fine. I'm just going to poke at you with all my projectiles.
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of projectiles, Ludo doing a really good job of not letting that gunman even, like, get to shoot some of these times. Just the option select of throwing out that back air. He either deletes the gunman for free or Embo jumps forward and gets hit. Either way, it works out really well for him, and he does take that stock, but 106% deficit.
Definitely a real deficit. Last stock, game 5 situation here. These two have been in it many, many a time. Obviously, Mario, very adept to even up these percents pretty quickly, but can't keep on getting clipped here, especially on this stage where your lease on life horizontally is not very long, 140, and still barely any percent answered, and the can is gonna
No!
I don't know if that was just good DI or just the way the can hit him.
Oh my goodness, that was techable at 160?
Yeah, that's wild, but that's going to do it.
Yeah. Doesn't matter how tall your blast zone is, that is going to do it.
182 is going to take it.
And that can was stale.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. You always hear Duck Hunt players talking about how can is super bad for killing because it's always so stale.
Yeah.
And in that situation, really illustrating that. But yeah, what a tour here in terms of Ludo swapping across different characters, looking for the answer, kind of finding it, ending up on the Mario, and then being taken to a Game 5 last stock situation where Embo was able to close it out.
Yeah, really good stuff to both players here. Unfortunate to see my Falco Enjoyer going out only at third. I would have loved to see some more of this character, but still great stuff to him all the way through the bracket, and great stuff to Embo for figuring out, like we were talking about in that first game, the ways to get around this anti-trap character that is Falco so hard that Ludo swapped to Mario for the last game, and then he beat that too.
Yeah, able to find the answer regardless of what kind of shenanigans he was thrown at him. Just really consistent with being able to initially get those, like, I mean, some of those initial, like, ping pong combos do like 70-something%. It's kind of wild how much damage Duck Hunt is able to put out if you're confident